First of all, thank you very much for coming to the book launch. On the, as you can see, the book. I think some of you have already a copy of the book. So today we are going to celebrate. I want to emphasize, celebrate the launch of the book, new book on the labor markets and institutions and inequality. And of course, this, as far as I remember, this research project started in 2012. When actually we had the first workshop. I think many of you attended the workshop, including you as well, I guess. That's probably you remember that very well. And if you remember what was the situation in 2012, people started to talk about inequality a little bit, but it's not really still not in the fashion yet. And so for example, Piketty book wasn't published by then, so only published in 2013. And then actually I still remember the Janine, the editor of this book, actually quoted a very nice sentence from the former Finnish president, actually Martti Ahtisaari, basically saying, probably you remember, it's still in the book, I guess, said that if you want to really achieve the American dream, then you have to go to Sweden. I think that is pretty much actually capturing the spirit of the research workshop. But I think since then, all the papers prepared for this project somehow addressing these issues one way or another. And of course, I mean, these actually Finnish presidents were smart enough to say, go to Sweden, not to Finland. So actually, somehow he protected himself in that way. But since then, actually, the book has been prepared and being published. Since then, so many things happened. Actually, I would say it's a bit of scene change. I mean, if you go to the international meetings, and if you look at the publication from the international organization, IMF, OECD, and World Bank, they all now recognize the importance of inequality. Of course, there are still some disagreement when it comes to causes of inequality and the policy actions. But pretty much, actually now, everybody agrees the inequality is something we have to take it very seriously. So even the US President Obama, not even actually, he is the very strong actually proponent of the inequality reducing policies, how important they are. And so the publication of this book is extremely timely. I strongly believe this book actually contributes a lot to the ongoing debate on inequality. Without further ado, then let's start the program. The book launch event is, as far as I understand, we're trying to be kind of interactive as much as possible. So first, actually, Janine will give some brief overview, and then to be followed by some thematic, very selective thematic actually presentation, first by Susan Hayter on the collective bargaining, and then on the minimum wage by Patrick and Uma, and then finally on Social Security by Christina. And then it is a great pleasure to have the Sarah Cook here. Probably this is one of your final assignment, I guess, before you move on to much more challenging task in the future. And so Sarah will give some presentation like 5 or 10 minutes, I believe. A bit more? 10 minutes, yeah. You see, Sarah has a lot of things to say. And after that, I'm going to open the floor to all the discussions. But I heard our DCOM colleagues will tweet of discussions. So if there is any question from our Twitter, I have absolutely no idea how Twitter is organizing. So probably our DCOM colleagues will help us on this. So now I'm going to give the floor to Janine and so give an overall presentation.